Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. We'll be beginning with wrestling sport, where Nigerian wrestlers, 11 in total, about 6 wrestlers and their officials arrived in Serbia. That is where the World Wrestling Championship will be taking place. And this event is Olympic qualification event also, where our wrestlers, the likes of Oburududu, will be fighting with other counterpart wrestlers from other places of the world to pick the Olympic tickets. And then the president of the federation, Daniel Igali, has said they are not leaving any stone unturned. They are battle ready, and when they arrived in Serbia, they have to settle down quickly and settle in quickly also, just to get the rhythm going and prepare themselves for their wrestling bouts against their opponents. But the good news is that after they landed in Serbia, Nigerian fighters will be taking the center stage come Tuesday. The likes of Oburududu, Odunayo will be fighting. We have Exta Kolawole who will be fighting in the 62 kg category, and then we have Ogunsanya Tolulope in the 53 kg category. Will fight on Wednesday, while the Oburududu, Hannah Ruben 76 kg will be competing. That is on Tuesday. And the good news is that they will have a day of preparation before they start fighting. And like I said, the championship will be used as the Olympic qualifiers. We know the last time out in the Olympics, we won a medal. The 2 medal Nigeria was able to get came in as a Brume. And then Blessing Oburududu giving us the bronze medal at the Olympics. And this time around, the federation has said they are going to do everything within their power to get more than 2 medals and probably gold, to come back with gold from the Olympics. But first, they need to qualify. Okay, Harmony Jeremiah, all the way from Ekiti, is standing by. Jeremiah, welcome to the show, Sports Update. Now, our wrestlers arrived safely in Serbia, and the good news is that they have one day to put themselves to, okay, we lost Jeremiah there. They have one day to put themselves together before they will go into the ring to face their opponent. But the likes, like I said, the likes of Oburududu will be fighting on Tuesday. Okay, Omoni, now our wrestlers are in Serbia. The championship is Olympic ticket qualification championship. And now, what do you think? Do you think our wrestlers can get the Olympic ticket in Serbia?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me this time around. Yes, it's certain. For me, I felt it's something that is very easy for them to get. And if you see Nigerians' performances at several Olympic games, you know that Nigeria actually is one of the top countries when it comes to Olympics. When you look at likes of Oborojuju, you look at Ojoai Adeguroye, it's Adekoroye. So it actually shows that we have all it takes to at least get a ticket to participate at the Olympics. At least, if I'm not mistaken, I know there are about two athletes that I'm very two wrestlers that I'm very certain that okay, they are actually going to get the ticket. And that's talking about Oborojuju, Blessing Oborojuju, and Oduayo Adegoroye. Those two, I'm very, very certain that they are actually going to get, they have all it takes to get the ticket for Nigeria.
Okay, we have one newcomer, Hannah Ruben, in the 75 kg category. She said she's in Belgrade to make Nigerian proud. This is our first outing for a new kid, let me say, a new lady on block. What are the chances of Hannah Ruben?
You know, every star, they all started from somewhere. At one point, Blessing Oborojuju started from a particular competition before becoming an household name like we have today. So nothing is strange. Or if I say that if Ruben performs very well, if Anna performs very well, and she's able to make the ticket, definitely she's writing her own name in in the plate of gold. So it's something that I can't rule out anybody because you never can tell. You never can tell who is actually going to bring out the best
Yes, you never
Nigeria.
can
So
tell
it's
who's
something
going
that
to
we
be the
just have to
best,
keep
but
the hope.
we
And
believe in our
everybody,
wrestlers.
Nigerian government.
We believe they can do the job right there in Serbia. And like the president said, that is Daniel Igali, an Olympian. He is proud of his wrestlers, and they say they are ready to do Nigerian proud. All they need to do is to fight and get the Olympic tickets. Okay, let's leave wrestling and talk some football. And now let's come back home properly and talk women's football, the NWFL. Now date has been confirmed by the organizers for the kickoff of the league. We have kickoff date has been set, and we are going to see the league taking up on the 15th of September of November, I beg your pardon, 15th of November 2023. That is the date that has been set for the NWFL to kick off, and then the league is going to end on the 17th of April 2024. Harmony. Now, the NWFL, we know how these ladies have been trying. The organizers have been, Aisha Falode has been doing all she can to raise the bars for the NWFL. Now, do you think the date is sacrosanct?
Uh, for me, nothing is certain in Nigeria. Let me say it. We've seen times where things were too social, were too certain, and before you know it, something happened, something came up, and it has to be changed. So, but for the NWFL, let's take it that they still have roughly about 2 months before the league starts. The league is scheduled to start by November. So let's see up and see what happens by next month before we can actually predict if the league will be postponed. But with the preparation from the league body, that's the NWFL, from the board, from the chairman, that's talking about Madam Sarah. I think everything still looks very, very pleasant, very okay for the league to start at that calculated time. But like we said, a lot of things is bound to, a lot of things can happen because this is Nigeria. You have so many plans. Look at how the NPFL has changed dates like Papa for a couple of times. At one point, it was
Yes, this is
start
Nigeria.
going
A lot can
international break.
change, but I believe
Unfortunately, it was
the
delayed.
women will
Now,
do better than the men, because when it comes to organization, at some point the women, I think they normally do better. But let's see how it is going to go. We have a new person on board. That is for the NWFL chairperson. Let's see if she's going to surpass or do better than where Aisha Falode left the women's football. She's still part of the body, and it's a good one that the date have been confirmed. But at the end of the day, if the league is postponed, then you know it's something that it's common with us to be postponing our league. But we don't pray that the women league be postponed just like that of the men. Now we don't even know when the MPFL is going to kick off. But we pray, hope very soon they put their acts together, put logistics together, and let us have our league back up and running. Okay, let's leave the NWFL and talk about the WAFCON. Now, it's a blessing for the Super Falcons, either side. If Sao Tome and Principe comes, I think the Super Falcons will also still beat them. But this time around, without even kicking the ball, the Super Falcons qualify to second round of the WAFCON qualifiers after Sao Tome and Principe withdrew. We don't understand why they withdrew. There has not been confirmed yet, unconfirmed report of the reasons why they withdrew. But for the Super Falcons, I think they have their two legs in the second round of the qualifiers, and in the second round, likely they are going to face either Liberia or Cape Verde in the second round later in the year. It's going to happen next month. That is between November and December. The Omani for Sao Tome and Principe, they withdrew, and the Super Falcons just stroll into the next round of the WAFCON qualifiers.
I think uh, I think it was not a very nice move from South Tome because there's no need to waste so much money flying your squad down to Nigeria to be wiped by the Super Falcons. If the Super Falcons didn't beat Sao Tome 5-0, then I think they've actually failed.
Is a loss.
That's for me. Anyway. Yes, it means they've actually failed. But one thing I just thought that could have happened was that the game would have given the home base player a chance to feature for the national team, especially some of the players that have actually played the trade for the likes of Edo Points and the rest, could have actually get a chance to play right now that some international players are currently busy with their clubs. So I think that's the only disappointment that I'm actually having right now. Hopefully, the squad still remains the same when we want to play either Ivory Coast or Cape Verde in the next round. But I think it's a very smart move, and even that is a very smart move. Even I'm not even expecting Lion of South Shola to play that game because I don't really see that game as a threat to the Nigerian leagues right now.
Yes, you didn't see that game as a threat. In the next round, is either they play Liberia or Cape Verde come next month, later in the year. So it's a good one for Super Falcons. The only disappointment, according to Omoni, is just that he would have afford these players, the foreign-based players and the home-based players, to also come back again after their experience in the FIFA Women's World Cup to also be together again. We also have the Olympic qualifiers coming up. So I think they are still going to come down to Nigeria to meet up together and spring up some good performances. Okay, let's leave the women's football and go straight to Italy in the Italian Serie A, where Roma, they actually demolished Empoli 7. Lukaku, Dybala, all of them getting goal. And for Lukaku, I'm actually happy for the player Lukaku for getting a goal for Roma in the 7-0 demolition of Empoli. Now Lukaku is back to life. He played under Mourinho at some point in Chelsea, but he was not given a chance. He was sold out by Mourinho, and when Mourinho came back to Manchester United, he brought Lukaku back, and they were able to win the Carling Cup, and then they won the UEFA Europa League. Both of them, after he let him go in Chelsea, he said he was not ready, but he has seen the good signs. Now they have joined up again in Roma, and they trashed Empoli 7-0 in the Italian Serie A. What's your take about Lukaku, Roma, and Jose Mourinho?
I don't really know what Lukaku really wants, because if you look at Lukaku, coming back to Chelsea, then people thought probably maybe he's coming back to redeem his name. Found out to be something that even the move did not really worth it. Because I think Chelsea wasted money, and went back to Inter Milan, did well, moved them to the final of the Champions League, returned back to Chelsea, not interested in playing, then back to Roma. So it actually shows already that Lukaku will actually do very, very well in the Italian Serie A than in the EPL. So I think for me, if I'm Chelsea board, I don't really need to bring back Lukaku into the Chelsea squad. I just need to sell him off immediately to any Italian side that is interested in him, so as to save myself from spending another exorbitant price in terms of his wages as a player for my team. So, and if you look at the way he has been able to better himself, he's a leader, and if you look at Lukaku is someone that is a goal poacher. So I'm not surprised with what he has been able to do. But the only thing that got me surprised was the fact that Roma scored 7 goals under Jose Mourinho. It's a very strange result. If you look at the nice of Jose Mourinho, he's not a manager that scored goals.
Okay, I'll cut you there. Let's have the table. Let's see how they are standing after Roma demolish Empoli 7-0. Let's have the Italian Serie A table. We have Inter Milan after 4 games with 12 points, starting the league on 100% record. We have Juventus following after 4 games with 10 points, and then we have AC Milan, who are third. That is the team of Samuel Chukwueze. They were also also trashed by Inter Milan 5. It ended against AC Milan. Good one for Inter against AC Milan. They have 9 points, standing on the 3rd position. Lecce, a team that was struggling last season, out on the 4th position after 4 games with 8 points. We have Napoli, 2-2 draw over the weekend. Osimhen couldn't score. We have they are on the 5th position with 7 points. We have Frosinone on the 6th position with 7 points. We have Fiorentina on the 7th position with 7 points. That is a perfect number for Fiorentina. We have Hellas Verona on the 8th position with 6 points. We have Atlanta 9th position with 6 points. We have Bologna on the 10th position with 4 points, and then we have Torino on the 11th position with 4 points. We have Roma after 7-0 thrashing of Empoli. They remain 12th position, 4 games with 4 points. Genoa, perfect number also. We have Genoa on the 13th position, 4 games, 4 points. Monza for 14th position, 4 games, 4 points. We have Lazio on the 15th position after 4 games. They have -3 and then 3 points. Udinese 16th, Sassuolo 17th with 3 points. We have Salernitana on the 18th position with 2 points, and Cagliari on the 19th position with 2 points. And then Empoli, they are still looking for their points of their first point of the season with 0 points, occupying the 20th position. After some games tonight, I think the table will change. Okay, let's leave the Italian Serie A and go to Bundesliga, where we have the table, Bundesliga table, where over the weekend matches also went down. Darmstadt getting their first point of the season, 3-3 against Mönchengladbach, and then we have Bayer Leverkusen topping the table after 4 games with 10 points. We have Bayern Munich following on 10 points also on the 2nd position. We have RB Leipzig on the 3rd position with 9 points. We have Stuttgart 4 points, 4 games with 9 points, occupying the 4th position. We have Hoffenheim 5th position with 9 points. We have Wolfsburg on the 6th position with 9 points. Borussia Dortmund on the 7th position with 8 points. We have Union Berlin on the 8th position with 6 points. We have Frankfurt on the 9th position with 6 points, and then we have Freiburg on the 10th position with 6 points. Let's have the second half of the table quickly. We have Heidenheim on the 11th position with 4 points. We have Werder Bremen on the 12th position with 3 points. VfL Bochum on the 13th position with 3 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 points on the 14th position. Augsburg on the 15th position with 2 points. Cologne 1 point, 16. Darmstadt, they got their first point of the season in that 3-3 draw with Borussia Mönchengladbach on the 17th position with 1 point. And then we have Mainz 05 on the 18th position with 1 point. That is it for the Bundesliga. Let's quickly go and get some results in the League One. We have matches over the weekend in League One. We know that PSG lost their first loss of the season, but on the result on the screen right now, we have Rennes 2, Lille 2, Lens 0, Mainz 1. We have Lorient 2, Monaco 2, and Clermont lost to Nantes at home. That is the Moses Simon team, 1-0 at home. We have Rennes 1, Brest 2, Strasbourg 2, Montpellier 2. And that is where we leave it on Sports Update. Jeremiah Moini, thank you for your insightful analysis on the show. Thanks for having you. Okay, that is it on Sports Update.
Thank you very
I am
much.
Emmanuel Fashimi.